Hello, friends and dear students. I welcome you all here. Today, we are going to learn another part of this semester is a grammar. In this part, we are going to see question tags. Question tags are useful in spoken language as well as informal language. It is used of to get a confirmation or agreement from the listener. So, this is quite easy for understanding as well as using in sentences. If we want to get confirmation or agreement from listener, we are using this kind of sentences in the spoken as well as informal language. Let's see. Question tags are short questions. Question tags are short questions that are added on to statements for the purpose of asking for the listener's confirmation or agreement. They are usually used in spoken English or in informal writing. A question tag consists of a verb followed by a pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. It means that we should use pronoun as per the subject or the subject of the statement. It must be noted that the tense of the verb in the question tag is always the same as that of the verb in the preceding statement. If the predicate of the statement has an auxiliary verb before the main verb, for example, is arriving, then the auxiliary verb appears in the question tag. Look at the sentences below. First sentence is that Kumar is arriving today, isn't he? Kumar is arriving today, isn't he? Isn't he? The woman can play the violin, can't she? Woman can play the violin, can't she? I'm your friend. I'm your friend, aren't I? Remember, friend, always in front of I it is using am, and it will not become aren't. It is always become aren't I. This kind of question always asked in different competitive exams such as MPSC, UPSC, or other exams, banking, so and so kinds of examination will ask the similar question. Am your friend, aren't I? Yes, you are friend. No, you not. You have met Ruma, haven't you? You have met Ruma, haven't you? No. Yes. Malika was in the gym, wasn't she? Malika was in the gym, wasn't she? Sanjay and Paru will help us, won't they? Father and I were late, weren't we? The weather has improved, hasn't it? The weather has improved, hasn't it? All of us should do our best, shouldn't we? The Koreans are such wonderful people, aren't they? These are the examples of question tags. If you read silently and quietly, definitely you will understand there is nothing difficult in this sentence, just it is a confirmation. Remember, after the statement it is followed by comma, and if the statement is it is a very simple statement, then it becomes negative tag. It becomes negative tag, remember. And as per the subject concern, you will take pronoun we, they, it, or whatever. Let's see. However, if the finite verb in the statement consists of only a main verb, for example, gave, the auxiliary do functions as the verb in the tag. Look at the following sentences. First sentence is that Bharat gave you his muffler, didn't he? Bharat gave you his muffler, didn't he? Bharat gave you his muffler, didn't he? The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? So this is finite verb smell, that's why it is using do as per the tense as concerned. We showed Kumar the photographs, didn't we? You live in Nasik, don't you? You live in Nasik, don't you? You live in Nasik, don't you? Yes, I live in Nasik. No, I live in Jamkher. So this kind of sentences would be in examination and you have to find correct sentence or correct tag of the given sentence. So let's move another part. Here are few more examples. Let's see. I came home early yesterday, didn't I? Came is a simple past. That's why according to do format we take did and it is not negative. It is a simple statement. I came home early yesterday, didn't I? So that's why it becomes didn't I? Gauri does her best to win every match, doesn't she? Gauri does her best to win every match, doesn't she? There is no any verb directly used here, does. So it indicates simple present. So that's why again it's become negative format followed by comma, doesn't she? Gauri does her best to win every match, doesn't she? The minister spoke well at the conference, didn't he? The minister spoke well at the conference, didn't he? The tourists saw many elephants at Tekiri, didn't they? Tina runs very fast, doesn't she? Tina runs very fast, doesn't she? Tina is a third person singular. That's why runs, it is a simple present and yes, it indicates. That's why it is also taken here, doesn't she? Tina runs very fast, doesn't she? The kettles Susan made taste good, don't they? Madurai is an ancient city. Madurai is an ancient city, isn't it? Madurai is an ancient city, isn't it? These are the kinds of question tag. Let's see again here some few examples. When question tags follow statements with the infinite pronouns like everyone, nobody, pronoun they is used in the tag. When question tags follow the statements with the infinite pronunciation like everyone and nobody, the pronoun they is used in the tag. Everybody is asleep, aren't they? Everybody is asleep, aren't they? Similarly, this and that are replaced in the tag by it. This is a new shirt, isn't it? Remember, this and that are replaced in the tag by it. This is a new shirt, isn't it? So this is all about question tag. Let's see. In order to use question tags, you need to remember another point with regard to their form. All positive statements are followed by a negative tag and negative statements take a positive tag. I repeat, all positive statements are followed by a negative tag and negative statements take a positive tag. The sentences below should make this clear. Already I clear in previous few minutes. Let's see. Hamid will lay the table, won't he? Is not very cold, is it? It is not very cold. Is it? It is not very cold, is it? No, it is normal. Yes, it is cold. Prasad will come back, won't he? Will always it is won't. Would, wouldn't. Could, couldn't. Prasad will come back, won't he? The animals have not been fed, have they? The animals have not been fed, have they? We work hard, don't we? We work hard, don't we? They don't work hard, do they? They don't work hard, do they? You should have left by now, shouldn't you? You should have left by now, shouldn't you? Nilima has not heard about this, has she? This cloth feels good, doesn't it? This cloth feels good, doesn't it? The book has not been published, has it? The book has not been published, has it? However, when statements are affirmative in form but are negative in meaning because of the presence of words like hardly, barely, never, they are followed by affirmative tags. Let's see. While Fred never takes time off from work, does he? She can hardly walk, can she? She can hardly walk, can she? Money seldom writes letters, does she? Further note that the question tag can be used with two intonation patterns of following one. She can hardly walk, can she? Money seldom writes letters, does she? Further note that the question tag can be used with two intonation patterns of following one. When the speaker is sure he is right and is only asking for the listener's agreement, and a rising tone when the speaker is not really sure about what he said, and 6 yes no response. Finally, imperatives can be made to sound more polite by adding question tags to them. Shut the door, will you? Shut the door, will you? Make some tea, will you?